Good evening, viewers. Sorry for the 5-minute delay. Almost 50 participants have come. I'm going to start the session now. So I would like to ask all of you whether I am audible, whether my sound is audible. Can you just put few people can put yes? Can I hear some yes? Okay. Can I have some yes? Wonderful. Actually, I'm using my laptop and my laptop video is not clear. So I'm using my mobile phone. Thank you so much. I'm using my mobile phone so I made myself the other host. So if any one of the people are waiting, they will be admitted. My staff will take care of that. If anyone comes, you have to admit. So first of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all of you for coming to this webinar on art of dental selling. Before I start about selling, I would like all of you to just close your eyes. I would like to say a prayer for all of you. We can all just close our eyes and we will just remember God or universe, whatever you believe in, your parents, whomsoever you believe in. Let's be thankful to, because we are alive and we are doing good. So we need to just close our eyes and pray. I want all of us to just close our eyes and pray for a second. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Thank you so much for your kindness towards me and my academy. I sincerely thank each and every one of you who are trusting me and who have trusted me, and express my gratitude to all of you. Today in this webinar, I'm going to cover the importance of selling in our everyday dental practice. These days are becoming so hard. I'm hearing every day a lot of people are just selling, sir. People are not taking treatment. People are having difficulty in getting their treatment. Money problem is there. I'm not able to open my clinic and everything. Dear friends, I would like to tell you, half of the things are not true what you believe in. Because I could tell you, I had a lot of difficulties, but today my post-COVID practice is doing wonderful. My post-COVID practice is doing wonderful. And I would like to share all the secrets which I am following, all the information which I am, all the things which I'm doing towards the practice and how it helped me. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to those participants who are participating from Sri Lanka, because this is the first time you're hearing my lecture. I am Major Dr. Pravin. I am an Indian Army ex-dental officer. I worked in the armed forces in the Jammu Kashmir region, and I worked in the army in various parts of the country. And in the year 2009, I have opened my private dental practice in Chennai. And I would like to tell you, in the year 2015, my clinic has gone into the deeper floods of Chennai. So I lost my clinic, and my materials, my property, my OPG center, everything was underwater. The principles I follow in my practice have helped me to bounce back and able to recover from the damages which I've incurred during the property during the Chennai floods. Dear friends, in this webinar, I would like to tell you about the basics and fundamentals of the business part of dentistry, because we all are doing excellent in the technical part of dentistry. We are doing implants, we are doing prosthodontics, orthodontics, and all the specialty practices we are doing. But many of us are not able to scale up because of very few reasons. So today I want to elaborately tell you everything to you so that you can establish your practice in a higher level in the year 2021. We are hardly 20 days left to reach the year 2021. So I would like to give you a lot of information and action plan on what you have to do so that your practice becomes well established and you earn a lot of money. Okay, what is the benefit you're going to get out of this webinar? I'm going to talk to you about the business side of dentistry and the importance of sales and selling inside the practices. So I'm going to give you a lot of ideas. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to keep your notebooks ready, your pen ready. You can take your notebooks. What whatever note you have, a note like this where you can prepare some notes. Okay, before I start my lecture, I would like to tell you dentistry is like a coin. We have two sides, the dental side and the business side. So I would like to start with my first point, which is business. Dentistry as a business. Dentistry as a business is very complex. Dentistry is a very complex subject because dentistry, like every other business, has got huge investment, and we are depend so much on the people and the processes we do. So, dear friends, if you know the basics of business, I will tell you, you will not go anywhere wrong. As per Peter Drucker, the master management guru, says the purpose of any business is to create a customer and keep the customer in profit. I want to tell you this very again. You have to create a customer, you have to keep the customer in the profit. So creating, keeping in profit. So creating is one action, keeping is one action, and making money is another action. Okay, before I start, I want all of you to type how many of you wants to make more money in the year 2021. Please say yes. Let me see. I just want to say, yes, I want to make money. I want you to get involved, and I want you to type the word, yes, I want to make money. Yes, please be very specific. Dr. Bishwajit has written, yes, I want to make money. Yes, we all are in the business of dentistry, not for charity, but we are doing a professional business where many of the people, they are not aware that they are making money. Unlike any business, dentistry has got huge potential. I want to tell you something. Okay, there are very few people, they think dentistry can make money. Many of the people, they think with dentistry we cannot make money. This is just a belief system. Dear friends, it is when you think the purpose of business and the belief you have, how can I make money in dentistry with the situation? Because the situation is so bad, dentistry, people are not willing to take treatment. People are just coming and getting medication and tell you. Really, I just want to tell you, this is a myth, because after the COVID lockdown, my income has almost doubled. My income has almost doubled because of the things which I have done before the COVID. So I want to repeat, I have done many things before COVID, which is really helping me, and which in turn, I want to help my friends like you who wants to know what I am doing exactly and how I am doing. So that is why this webinar. So till 10:30, I'm going to give you a lot of points. Since I'm talking ex tempo, I'm going to write on this, the important points, and you have to keep writing the notes, whatever I'm writing in the board. So I just want to tell you, Peter Drucker says the purpose of any business is to create a customer, keep a customer in a profit. Okay, let's see. In other words, creating is called marketing. Creating is called marketing. And keeping is called customer service or sales. And profit is called accounting process. Okay, like human body, human body have systems. We have respiratory system, cardiovascular system, neurological system, and many systems. Likewise, we in business also, we have 5 main systems, which I want to share with you. You can take the notes and you can note it down yourself. The first system any business should have is this. Because dentistry, why a lot of people are suffering, I want to tell you is, a lot of people, they don't follow the rules of the business. I want to tell you the rules of the business. The rules of any business is only very few things. The first thing is marketing. The first thing is called marketing. I hope all of you can see the board clearly. Is my board clearly? Jijo? Okay. So the first thing is called marketing, because marketing, I will explain, you will understand. The second thing is called selling, or otherwise called as sales. The third thing is called operations. The fourth thing is called accounting. The fifth thing is called human resources. Okay, these are the 5 main things which you have to understand. And as per Peter Drucker, you and me as business owners, as practice owners, the first thing we have to do is something called marketing. This is the role of the owner. The role of the owner, the role of practice owner is marketing and innovation. Okay, for example, if you are studying about smile designing, okay, and you want to incorporate smile designing in your practice, this is a new concept. You are doing dentistry and you want to do smile designing. You know, smile designing, cosmetic oriented treatment like Botox and many other fillers and this kind of stuff. You know, these are all called innovative products which are coming new. So you have to understand, as business owners, you always have to do, how should I do marketing and how should I innovate something new? Like, for example, if you take the company Coke, you know, Coke is an innovative product. It is not a naturally available product. It is an innovative product, and Coke has been marketed very well. Each and every one of you and me have tasted Coke in our life. Yes, agree with me? How many of you can type yes? Camera clear. So, okay, every one of us have tasted Coke in our life. Imagine the amount of marketing efforts and advertising has gone on Coke. You know, Coke is the highest advertised product in the world. So I just want to tell you, in business, especially in any business, if you see, Coke is an innovative product. The owner of Coke has innovated Coke and he marketed very well. So he sold it to each and every one of you in Kerala, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, wherever we are, Bombay, wherever we are. And they have superb operation efficiency, which means manufacturing in one place, you know, and selling it to the area. Like if you see in Chennai, if they want to distribute Coke in Chennai, the factory will be somewhere around Chennai. So they take the water, they manufacture Coke and sell it. Okay, so all this involves huge accounting process. You know, all the accounts are maintained in central and everything is maintained meticulously by the company. And ultimately, the human beings in the company, be it the owner or be it the practice, be it the staffs or be it the last driver in the company, has worked so well so that the Coke has reached from this factory to the market. So this is the main fundamental of business. So I want to tell you, if you are starting a new venture in business like practice, for example, if you're starting a cone beam scan center, or if you're starting a cosmetic orientation center, if you are starting an Invisalign, so all this have to be marketed well, because all of you and me, the mistake you and me are doing is only one thing, which I want to tell you. Just give me a second. The mistake you and me are doing is only one thing. All of you and me are doing the same mistake. I have done the mistake and you are also doing the mistake. Okay, so please don't do this mistake. The mistake we are all doing in this is 80% to 80 to 90% of us, we don't do marketing. Okay, what we do, I'll tell you. There's no marketing, no proper website, no Google business review, no YouTube channel, no social media. In those days, pamphlets, brochures, and all these things have to be given to your local people, which was not done properly. So no marketing. Only marketing we know is called word of mouth marketing. So the word of mouth marketing takes a lot of time to spread. But nowadays, the marketing potential is so high, you don't have to wait for such a long time. Rather, you can just easily reach anyone you want with the help of your marketing tools. Such is the power we have right now in social media and other digital agencies. So only 10% of the people who are doing marketing, and 90% of you people and me, we were doing only sales. Sales means, marketing means people entering your clinic from the market. Okay, let me put this way. Let me explain you what is marketing. Marketing means people entering your clinic. So once they enter the clinic, there is a communication happening between you, patient, and the doctor, and this is called sales. So once the sales happens, the patient is put in the chair. Sorry for my picture. The patient is put in the chair, dental chair, and the process starts. The process is called operations. Whatever work you do, everyday work. Once the operation is done, the work is done, the patient is satisfied. The patient is satisfied, so he go and tells the other people. So this is called referrals. Okay, so for all this, in the interior part of our clinic, accounts are there, human beings are working around it, be it a doctor or be it a staff. We are all working for the welfare of the patient. So from the market, the patient is entering your clinic. From the clinic, the patient is put onto the chair, dental chair. So first step, marketing. Okay, there is a selling happening here. Selling means sales. You talk to the patient and you convince. From the sales interaction happens here. From here, the patient goes to the operations. From the operations, okay, this is called customer service. I'm going to give you a lot of tips today. Be very happy for this lecture because it's going to be a lot of meat. You know, it is not some nonsense. It's all high value content, which I have studied in various institutions and various courses. So customer service and referrals. You know, marketing and selling doesn't end inside the clinic. Most of us, we convince the patient, we treat the patient, and we send the patient home, and we don't follow up. We don't ask for referrals. We don't follow them up with a birthday message. We don't follow them with a gift card or anything like that. So what we are doing is, we are just doing a treatment. Okay, now the mistake what many of us were doing, many of you and me were doing is only here. We were doing only this part. Okay, imagine. We were doing only this part. No marketing. Patient randomly came. We were not following proper accounts. And this efficiency of clinic, you know, whatever work we do, that is also sometimes not very efficient. And we don't do any customer service. We don't ask for referrals. The only thing we do is called sales. The only thing we do is called sales. Okay. Why is my video clear? I just want to ask my friends, is my video clear? Yes, give me a thumbs up. Chiranjeevi Prince. Okay. Sangeeta, can you see me clearly? Okay. Divya, how are you? Okay. Shanta ma'am, how are you? Aishwarya. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay. So, dear friends, now you understood marketing means getting the people from the market. So, marketing means getting the people from the market. Selling means sales, the second step, convincing the patient. See, getting the patient, convincing the patient, maintaining the accounts, training the human beings in the process. Okay. So over the last couple of years, I have trained many dentists on the business side of dentistry to make them think, if you follow the rules of business, you will not have problem. If you do marketing, you will not have problem. If you do sales properly, you will not have problem. If you maintain the accounts properly, you will not have problem. If you train your human beings on how to be very efficient, you will not have problem. Okay. And if you are following all this, even though if you are following all this and if you are failing, you know, I have never heard of anyone who have failed after following this. In my clinic, I do marketing. I do a proper sales training for my staff, my doctors. I am very good in operations. We follow meticulous protocols. And the fourth point is we are now trying to patch our accounts properly. And we are very much into the human resource development, because we have an online exclusive training program we have launched during the COVID time, and it is running extremely well because all my staffs are doing extremely well, and they are handling my camera, they're handling my everything. Such is the training I give them, because I want my people to be very, very efficient. Okay, I would like to share with you a few tips for all of you, how to be excellent in your, as per Peter Drucker, how to be excellent in your business is only few couple of things which you have to know. The first thing you have to know is, so whatever you are selling, be it dentistry, suppose you are doing business, it should be excellent. The first criteria is excellent products and services. The second thing should be customer intimacy. The third thing is operational excellence. Okay, what is the meaning of this? I would like to tell you. So this is called value discipline. This is called what? Value discipline. Okay. In your business, this is the value you have to follow. I would like to explain to you the basics of what I'm talking to you about. Okay. The first thing is, give me a second. Okay, the first thing is, whatever dentistry you are doing should be excellent. There is no doubt in that. Your professional efficiency has to be upgraded. Okay, if you are buying a product like Apple or OnePlus or whatever cell phone you're buying, their products are priced so high because their value is not compromised. Okay, so many of you have to understand one basic fundamental is, your dentistry has to be really excellent. And the second thing is, you have to be very intimate with your customer. Your customer intimacy is very much important. Okay, how close you are with your customer, how nicely you gel with your customer, how nicely you talk to your customer, how well you care for them is very important. Okay, I would like to explain to you the importance of customer intimacy throughout this webinar. Okay, the third thing is operational excellence. How good are you in keeping up your promises? Okay, patient is coming to you, and if you are telling, my clinic, I can do the crown in 30 minutes using my Serec system. In my clinic, I can give my crown in 1 day. Whatever you're committing has to be kept, because these days customers are very, very fickle, very, very disloyal, very, very getting upset so easily. Customers are so emotional. People are so emotional. As you know, after COVID, people are so emotional, highly irritated. And, we have to be really careful in understanding each and every patient in our in coming to our clinic. If you don't pay attention, if any one of your staff messes up the patient's expectation, your whole marketing efforts, your whole selling efforts, your operations, everything will go for a toss. Okay, so you have to understand, if you have to be successful in your business, I would like to tell you, you really have to follow these three things, which is, you should have an excellent dental practice, excellent skills, and you should be customer intimacy and operational excellence. I find a lot of doctors, many doctors, they're really good in dentistry, which means their first part is clear, whereas they are not very good with customer. They are not very close with the customer. They are not very customer friendly. They're very bossy. Dear friends, I would like to tell you, as a businessman, as a trained marketing person, I found, when I was analyzing dentistry as a product, as a service, I was thinking only one thing, okay, which I want to tell you. My point to the dental business as a product is, dentistry is going excellently well for those people who are really good and friendly with the people. There are many dentists who are excellent dentists. They are excellent dental skills, but they're not people friendly. So this is the value discipline protocol given by Peter Drucker in the business management schools. We used to study this value discipline, which says that unless you are intimate with your customers, you will not be able to win your customer. So you have to understand one thing is you have to be as good and friendly with your customers. The third thing is operational excellence. Operational excellence means nowadays you cannot have a single chair practice with a single person. You have to work as a team. You have to have a proper surgeon. You have to have an implantologist. When you collaborate as a team and work, you can earn much better than what you earn as a single person. Many of you who are watching this, if you're a single chair practitioner, try to put 1 or 2 chairs extra and try to get a lot of specialists to your clinic and make sure your clinic efficiency improves and the patient flow improves. Okay, I would like to tell you, I started with 3 chairs in the day one. Day one, I started with 3 chairs after I put in 5 years of army service. When I came, from day one, I was working all alone. Then later I realized my head was paining, my back was paining. So ultimately what happened was, I started working as a team, and I would like to tell you, the moment I started working as a team, my income has become double and tripled. Why? Because when you work as a team, when you know how to handle a team, when you have more staffs, efficiency improves. When you manage them very well, everything goes very well, and you can in fact earn more money also. So I would like to tell you, these 3 things are very, very important to develop your practice. Please write this in your notebook. Value discipline, which is the first thing is excellent products and services, operational efficiency, and you have to understand customer intimacy is more important. Okay, I would like to tell you one more very good point. I want to tell you is, okay, I want to ask all my friends, is dentistry is a product or a service? Please put it in the answer column. In the chat column, is dentistry is a product or dentistry is a service? Okay, some people are saying both. Some people are saying service. Okay, dentistry per se is a professional service. First of all, dentistry is not a product, it's a service. Okay, what is the difference between a product and a service? We should know. Okay, product is something like this pen. Product is something like this pen. This is a product. But if I tell someone I can write in a nice handwriting and make your job, record work or something very well, then that becomes something called service. Service, that becomes a service. Just a second. So dear friends, dentistry is a service. Okay, I want to tell you, if you are going to a hotel for eating a nice food, if I give a plate of nice laddu, okay, or some dosa, whatever I'm eating, if I serve it like this, sir, this is our hotel latest food. Please take it. When I do like this, people will feel happy. But if I throw it like this, okay, see, if I throw it like this, nobody accept it. So your dentistry is good. This is dentistry. Your dentistry is good, but the way you serve dentistry is very important. You may be an excellent dentist, but if your temperament is not good with your patients during your sales conversation, it is going to have a tough time. So you have to understand that. Okay, so dentistry as a service, how can you become excellent in any service? If you are okay, by the way, how is my haircut? Jijo, Supra. Okay, so what I'm asking is, haircut is a service. Okay, haircut is a service. Saloon service, professional service. Okay, service industry, any service, be it hair salon or be it a massage parlor or whatever, hotel industry or whatever you are going, the first thing is, it's all about perception. Okay, I would like to tell you what is perception. Can please put it in the chat column. What is perception? What is the meaning of perception? What is the meaning of perception? What is the meaning of the word perception? Listening, assuming, point of view. Okay. Okay, fine. Very good. Thank you so much for your response. Dear friends, perception is something what each and every individual thinks of. For example, if I think, okay, let's see dentistry as a profession. Few people are thinking dentistry is excellent. I think like that. But some people say, sir, what is this profession? A lot of people have no jobs. A lot of people have no income. A lot of people are having financial difficulties, suicidal tendency. Yes, this is there everywhere. But not only in dentistry. Since we are in dentistry, we perceive this subject is so bad. This thing is so bad because it is an individual perception. Okay, how we take things in our life, you know, that is individual perception. Likewise, when a patient comes to you, he perceives certain things. Okay, for example, sales is all about perception. I want to give you an example. When a patient comes to you and he's standing in your reception, and if the receptionist is smiling like this and smiling nicely, you know what happens? The person will feel, okay, the receptionist well trained. She is smiling. She has attended my phone in 3 rings. You know, in the 3rd ring, my patient, my phone has been picked up. Then the protocols, the COVID protocols, the consent forms, the way your reception is being set, and you know how important. You know, I can tell you something, dear friends. The most important person in your dental clinic is not you, it is your receptionist or the front office person. It could be anyone. Okay. So, dear friends, if your front office is not trained, the perception comes down. The perception on your whole clinic comes down. Okay. Dentistry is all about perception. Why I told this? Service is all about perception and dentistry is a service. Okay. So, I told you dentistry is a service and every service industry is perceived. Okay. Hotel, if you go to a 5-star hotel, why they are investing so much money to decorate the place, to make it proper? Because they want you to perceive the quality of their hotel very well. Okay, you go, the silky smooth bed, the nice towel, the good aroma of the bathroom, the hotel food is so tasty. You know, everything is related and touching your senses. You know, perception goes to your senses, and through the senses it goes to your brain. Okay, so the brain is the organ. Everyone say brain is the organ. Everyone say like this, brain is the organ. Thank you. So your patient also perceives something. You are also perceiving the patient's attitude and everything through your brain. So I would like to tell you a few things. The perceptual reality has to be altered. Actually, I'm talking about something very, very important here. What I'm talking about? Okay, the first thing I'm talking about is the perceptual reality of sales. Okay, why? Because I would like to tell you, the patient, if you're telling a higher price, if you're telling the zirconia crown is better, you know, the zirconia, suppose I'm giving an example, the zirconia crown is say 12,000, and if you're telling the ceramic is just 5,000, the patient's perception is immediately altered. Oh my God, the zirconia is much expensive. You know, your duty after attending this webinar is to alter the perception of the patient to look not at the price but to look at the value. Look not at the price but to look at the value. To look not at the price but to look at the value. So how to do that? That is what we are going to learn in this sales webinar. It is all about altering the perception of the patient. Okay. So in this example, I just want to tell you, to alter the perception, what the worldwide companies they were doing was, they were doing something called branding. Okay. They were doing something called branding. What is mean by branding? Branding is, as you all know, okay, I am wearing a watch. Okay, this is a Titan watch. Okay, I'm not wearing a Rolex watch. Okay, this is a Titan watch. This is a brand. Okay, I have a speaker. This is JBL. Can you all see? Okay, so this is a speaker. Okay, and this is my spectacles. This is Ray-Ban. This is a brand. You know, see how many brands I have around me. Okay, my iPhone, it's a brand. I have a timer clock here. This is a brand. Okay, so when the patient sees you as an individual, he will bargain with you. When the patient sees you as a brand means how to do branding. That's the second question. But you should understand, you know, initially when I started my clinic, even I was having the perceptional alteration. You know, I was working like an individual. Okay, the first enemy for all the dentists over here is to think very low about yourself and your clinic. Because you think I'm just a clinic owner in the corner of a country. This is the mentality you and me are having. I have changed my thoughts from thinking that I am not just a clinic, I'm a brand, I'm a company. The moment I started thinking that I'm a brand and I'm a company, my whole thing got changed. My whole process got changed. My whole thought process changed. Because okay, if I want to go and buy a clock in Amazon, okay, I will first go and type whatever I want. Then I will find various products. Okay, then I will find alternatives I can choose. Okay, then I will see the reviews. Okay, then I will call the particular company, or I will just order based on whatever I am seeing. Okay, what I want to tell you is, your patient have a dental problem, so his need is there. So he goes to the internet, he asks his friends, asks his neighbor, he is searching for solutions, looking for various solutions, and then he chose particular solution. Then he goes and verify the solution. Then he comes to you. This is how a customer is taking a buying decision now. In olden days, the customer's buying decision was based upon what they were experienced before. Okay, I have gone to my family dentist, I will go there. But today, youngsters are looking into the internet. The village people, the town people are looking into the YouTube channel. The people everywhere are using internet. So imagine if your clinic don't have a net presence or an online presence, how they can find you? If your social media page is not active, how they can find you? So the first thing is you have to do branding. Branding means have a nice nice board, name board, your brochures, placards, everything, you know. Okay, I would just okay, I'll just show you. This logo is there, you know, a logo is there, an icon is there. Okay, this font is there. This font is a review font. So this is a branding. Okay, this is a branding. So when a patient comes to your clinic and he perceives as a brand, he will not argue much. He will know a brand will be always expensive. Okay, so if your clinic is situated in a very poor locality, okay, I would like to tell you, branding is all about choosing the right customer. Okay, most of us, we open clinics based on the money we have, based on the background we have, based upon the influence and knowledge we have. But most of us, we want big money, big patients, lot of big things in our life. But most of us, we have not done our homework properly, because first of all, many clinics are suffering is because of choosing the clinic. Okay, I want to put a clinic in a particular place. Say, for example, in Chennai, Adyar is a posh area. Besant Nagar is a posh area. Ashok Nagar is a posh area. Vismambalam is a moderately posh area. Anna Nagar is a posh area. So, the first of all, your clinic location and everything has to be chosen not after the clinic is put. Before the clinic is established anywhere, when you, before you start paying advance money, you have to do a research. Okay. Then because once your customer is decided, okay, there are many types of customers we have. First thing is price conscious customer. The second thing is value based customer. The third thing is premium customers. In my clinic, I get all this type of clients. Okay, why this is very important? Because whenever you look at a patient, you should analyze whether my patient is price conscious, or he expects more value, or he is just a premium customer. He doesn't bother about the bloody money. Okay, this tie which I'm wearing, it's a nice silk tie which is around 6,000 rupees by a brand called Satya Paul. Okay, this is Satya Paul tie. You can see this is Satya Paul tie. Okay, this is a branded tie. I want to look nice. Okay, see my perception. I am an army major. I want to look nice. I go to a nice salon. I wear a nice suit. You know, this is a tailor-made suit. You can see my name has been engraved. Okay, Major Pravin. My name has been engraved, and this is from Tailor Man. Okay, don't think I'm showing off. Yes, I'm showing off definitely, but I'm showing off for the teaching because I'm a premium customer. I go to the clients the premium centers where my satisfaction, my thought process is filled. So without understanding the customer, if you put a clinic, okay, you opened a nice clinic, a posh clinic in a very moderate middle class area, how can you expect people from there to pay you? So if you have done the basics as a wrong thing, you have to close the clinic, reopen the clinic elsewhere. Don't do the mistake of keep trying hard about the present situation. Just close the clinic and open the clinic again. That is nothing wrong, because there is a Turkish proverb. There is a Turkish proverb which says, if you go in the wrong route, even if you have gone 1,000 miles, please go back to the destination again. Because the wrong route will never take you to the right destination. The wrong route will never take you to the right destination. Dear friends, why I'm telling is this: all your marketing efforts, everything should have one basic question is, who is my customer? Who is my customer? You are all my customers, right? Every one of you have paid money to me at some point of your lifetime, whether it through boot camp or through the webinar or whatever way you are. The most important thing is I know who is my customer. So if I am targeting a wrong person, my marketing efforts will not work. So if you are getting wrong clients, how can you convert them? Okay. So the first thing you have to understand is you have to do the branding for your correct customer. Okay. I just want to tell you a small story. There were two representatives in a company working for a company in America. So the owner of the company said, we are marketing shoes. Why don't you go to Africa, where there is a good amount of people there who don't know about shoes? Just go and find out. The persons who went there, they found two things. Okay, two representatives went there and they came back and they said, sir, one representative was called and the owner asked, what happened? What happened to your investigation? The person said, sir, in Africa, we have no prospects at all. No prospects means there is no potential money paying customer. So because everyone is illiterate, everyone is not able to afford it. So I don't think it is the right way. It is the right decision to open a company in Africa. So he called the other fellow and asked him, Bhaiya, what happened to your investigation? He said, sir, super, sir. Nobody is wearing shoe. Every leg is an opportunity. Every leg is an opportunity. This is how life is. How you see things differs in business. Okay, because our brain thinks only what we know. So you should know the right things in business. So with this basics in understanding, I would like to tell you, okay, once you have done your homework, and if you don't know the basics of accounting, if you don't know the basics of accounting principles, I would like to tell you, if you don't know the basics of accounting, you are going to lose your valuable hard-earned money. You are going to lose your valuable hard-earned money. How I would like to tell you. Okay, let's see the accounting principles which are required to have a good sales. Okay, first thing is, say for example, I make 100 rupees in a month. Okay, I make 100 rupees in a month, and I have spent 20 rupees for earning that 100 rupees. Say for example, I am charging a patient 100 rupees for a filling, and I'm using a material of 20 rupees. So my gross profit is 80 rupees. Okay, I would like to tell you. So from this 80 rupees, I have to spend my fixed expenses. What are fixed expenses? Those expenses which I have to see every month. Like for example, my rent, my salaries of my staff, my maintenance, and electricity bill, water, everything. So from this, from this profit, I have to deduct. Say for example, if my expense are say 50 rupees in all this, ultimately the net profit which I make, is 30 rupees. So imagine, okay, let's have this as a test. Okay, suppose I am having good potential to charge my patient. Suppose I have, instead of 100 rupees for a patient, if I'm able to charge say 200 rupees, let's assume I am very good in selling. I'm selling a 100 rupees product for 200 rupees. Okay, the same material cost is going to be 20. These two are not going to change. So 200 minus 20 is going to be 180. And if my expense is 50, again, I make 130 rupees in a sale. This is the power of selling. Dear friends, the amount of money you are charging your patients, if you know how to handle your sales, you don't have to worry about your fixed cost. You don't have to worry about your variable cost, So your ability to sell, this is called sales. Okay. When you can sell a product, instead of 100 rupees, if you can sell 200 rupees, see your income, where it is going, your ultimate profit, where it is going. From 30 rupees, it goes to 130 rupees. Kitna guna bada hai? It is, this is how people make money. Okay. So I want to give you few points about how to make money. Okay. Please note it down. Okay. Please note it down. The first thing to make more money is to see more number of patients or customers. More number of patients. More number of okay, if you see more number of patients, you make money. If that same patients are coming instead of one time, 2 times in a year, so more number of times makes more money. And more number of products they buy. Suppose instead of one filling, they do scaling, they do implants, they do aligners and everything. So more number of products, they make money. And more bigger size products. Say for example, a patient is coming for a restoration and you are convincing him for a PFM crown or a zirconia crown instead of a simple composite restoration. You make more money because you are selling a bigger size product, more bigger size of product. These as per the Harvard University, these are all called profit growth strategy. So as Peter Drucker told few things. The one thing is create a customer, keep the customer in profit. So I told you creating is marketing, keeping is selling, profiting is proper pricing and accounting. Okay, most of the dentists, they don't charge enough. So they charge less, thinking that if I don't convince this patient for this X amount of money, He will run away to another clinic. So I will lose money and I won't be able to I won't be able to survive. You know, can I tell you something? Let's go back to our example. Okay, let's go back to our example. Suppose you didn't attend this webinar, you don't know how to do selling. You will start giving discounts. How many of you give discounts in your practice? Just put yes. How many of you give discounts to your patients? Just put yes. So how many of you put discount? Everyone gives, even I give, everyone give. So I'm going to teach you how to do discounting also today. Okay, the first thing is, let's take this as a case study. If 100 rupees charging doctor is giving discount of 80 rupees, his ultimate, he will get only 10 rupees as a profit. Yes or no? From 30 rupees, here that 20 rupees discount in the charges burns the profit margin. Yes or no? If I increase my charges to 200, I can earn more number of money from the patient. Whereas if I give a 20 rupees discount, you know, the profit I make is less. So that is why I say, okay, how to solve this, I will tell you. The first thing is, okay, in one patient, if you lose this money, it's okay. In one patient, sorry, it's not okay. In one patient is coming to your clinic and you are giving a discount like this and you make only 10 rupees profit, it is not going to, it will affect you. Whereas if 10 patients are coming, 100 patients are coming, okay, I would suggest if you are giving discount to your patients, if you have sufficient volume of patients, see, volume, cost, and profit are interlinked. I will tell you how. Okay, I will tell you how. So have you all written this down? Please take a screenshot. Okay, so cost, volume, profit. Okay, if you are charging high cost, more patients are coming. Volume means number of patients. Okay, high cost charging doctor having more number of practice, does he make more money or less money? More money or less money? He makes more money. A low cost doctor, the person who is charging less, if he is having high volume of patients, does he make more money? Charges are less, patients are more. Profits will be more or less? Profits will be more. Okay, because if he is earning even 10 rupees profit, if he gets 100 cases per day, he makes how much? 1000 rupees. Yes or no? Whereas if he is making 10 rupees profit and if he is getting 50 patients per day, he will be earning 500 rupees. Yes or no? But a doctor who is earning 10 rupees profit, if he is getting one client, okay, he will earn only 10 rupees. Yes or no? So, my dear young doctors, my loving young doctors, or my doctors who have less patients, please don't give discount. My senior doctors, the one who have got enough patients, if poor patients are coming, charge them less. Rich patients are coming, charge them more. And in marketing and business, we call this as price discrimination strategy. That is why you see big companies, they have some, because see, if you understand these principles, you will know what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to talk to you about the importance of giving discounting and managing your clients effectively. Okay, say for example, if you are giving discount in the month of December to motivate your patients for the year-end treatment, I always, in the month of December, I give more sales to my people at a very affordable cost. I do a lot of implants in the month of December and November, because that time somehow I find a lot of people have a lot of money, and I always charge, I charge less and increase the volume of my work. That is why my November, December will be much higher. So ultimately what will happen? My my clinic stocks will be less. I will deplete all my stocks. I won't take the stocks of implants which I bought in the January month till December. In the month of December, I finish off my whole stock by giving less price and increase the volume and manage. So this is how you have to strategize your profits. Okay. If you are charging low cost and if you are having low volume of patients, you make less profits. So this you have to understand, cost volume profit relationship you have to understand, because basics of this kind of business mathematics, if you don't know, you won't be able to charge your patients appropriately and you will be keep giving discount and you are burning your margin. Okay. Now coming back to the basics of business. Okay, I would like to tell you, let's go into the world of selling. As I told you, selling is all about perception and the way you and your patient communicates. It all starts not only inside your clinic in front of your face, it all starts in the phone call itself. The phone call, the phone call, the phone call, the phone call, the phone call. Why I'm telling this again and again? We think we are impressing the patient. It is not you. The patient who is looking your clinic in the internet, he's calling your representation in the reception. And the receptionist has to be well trained. Your front office has to be very efficient in the sales training, because they will ask price there. Or if you are talking to your patient and if you are not good enough in handling the pricing, you will lose the customer. So I would like to tell you, in the sales, when the patient comes to you in front of you, okay, let's take this heading as patient selling. Okay. I want to tell you the basics of selling first. Okay. Sales. As I told you, it's a perception. Sales of any service is a perception. So the brain is involved in that. So the brain causes some perception. Why I'm telling again and again is this, because sale is a big game of psychology. So we can call it a psychology of selling. Okay, I will explain to you. If a patient is bargaining with you again and again, we all get irritated, and that is our brain is being affected because of the irritation of the patient, keep on asking about the price discount and things like that. So sales is a game of energy. Sales is a game of energy. Okay, whoever has got high energy, they will win. I will give you a simple example. If my energy is higher, I will be able to manage my bargaining better, because high energy means my attitude towards my patient in handling the stressful situation of communication will be very much improved if I'm trained. If I don't know how to talk to my patient in a framework, I'll be talking random things. By the way, I want to tell you a few things. Talking will not sell. Only asking, questioning will sell. Please write down. Talking will not sell. Asking, effective questioning only will sell. Because your patient's mind perception has to be understood by you. How can you understand a person? You cannot understand a person by talking. You can understand a person by questioning them about their motives of why they have come to your clinic. So the first thing in sales is to understand the psychology of the patient, and you should have a high energy. High energy comes from few things. Okay, high energy comes if you are very, very good in your communication skill by virtue of practicing again and again. Initially, you may not have a good communication skill, but as you keep talking and talking to patients by asking the right questions, you will understand what is the right question to ask, what is the wrong question, and all that. Okay, I want to tell you, whenever a patient comes to you, most of the doctors, what they do is they just jump into the technical part. They will just ask, what is your problem and why you came to me? So they will start asking all the dental related question. Okay, that is not the way you have to do sales. The first thing in nowadays, in nowadays communication with any business is, the first thing is, let's take this as a pyramid. The first thing is, you have to establish the trust factor. Most of the doctors, they are not able to convince patient is because the patient's trust has not been given to you. You have not earned the trust. The patient has not trusted you. Okay, the first thing you have to understand is not to sell your dental treatment, but to develop the trust. Okay. The third thing is, what is the second thing is trust. Trust factor is the first thing. The second thing is need. Why he came, exactly what he wants. What is the purpose he came to your clinic? Okay. Then you have to do something called presenting your solutions. Presenting your solutions and closing the sale. Closing the sale is talking about the money part and the patient taking treatment from you. So if you don't do this, how to do the trust factor? The first thing is something called prospecting. Prospecting, okay? Then establishing a rapport. The second stage is called establishing the rapport. Okay. The third thing is called need identification. The fourth thing is called handling objections. Sorry, presenting the solution. I will explain to you. Please write down presenting the solution. The fifth thing is called handling objection. The sixth thing is called closing the sale. The seventh thing is called resales and referrals. Okay, I will explain you what is that. Whenever a patient comes to you, if you are asking the patient what is the problem of the patient, okay, you are going here. You are not here. Simply, hello, I am Dr. Pravin. What is your dental problem? I have this problem, sir. So you are jumping directly to the third point, okay, but the research says prospecting, establishing the rapport first gives the trust. Need identification comes in the third stage only. So if you start telling the treatment and telling the pricing also comes here, he will object you. Your price is expensive. Your other doctors doing cheaper, and you won't be able to close the sale. You know what will happen? There will be a red mark here. No sale will happen. Patient will walk away, and resales also he will not come back to you. Okay, the first thing in sales is all about establishing trust. Okay, I will like to tell you. The first thing you have to do is something called trust building. How to do that trust building? Okay, I told you service is all about perception. Okay, we are not selling product, we are doing service. So the first thing in developing a trust is to listen to your customers. Okay. Okay, how can you make others listen to you? Okay, I will tell you a few things. The first thing in listening is you have to be likable. Likability means you have to smile, you have to be friendly, you have to be good, you have to be very empathetic, you have to be very kind to your patients. So these are called likable qualities. If patients like you, they will listen to you. If patients trust you, they buy from you. So the formula is very simple. See, this is patients. If they like you, they will listen to you. If they listen to you or you listen to them, trust will come. Okay. If patient trusts you, they buy from you. Okay. If you say my patient is not taking treatment from me, either you would not have given the trust or you would not have listened to the patients properly. Okay. I want to tell you, in my boot camp, we do this as a 2-day training program where a complete 2-day. The first part which I was talking was called business part, which I used to teach on the day 1. The second day is full of, I have a big book over here, which I used to train my participants. Okay. So I would like to tell you, the first thing in your clinic is you have to follow a set of drill or protocol on the way how you talk. I want to give you a few examples. Okay. In my clinic, the first thing is I do is introduce your name first, because many doctors, they don't tell their name at all. So the first thing you have to do is introduce your name to your patients by telling, hello, I am Dr. Pravin. How can I help you? You have to start in this note with the open-ended question. Okay. When you want to ask patients the right questions, I want to tell you the questioning strategy is like this. You have open-ended question and you have close-ended question. Open-ended questions are okay like this. What do you think about root canal treatment? This is called open-ended question. Shall we start the treatment? This kind of questions are called close-ended treatment. Close-ended questions. Okay. Why I would like to tell you is many of the doctors or many of the salespeople, they don't ask the question is because they have very poor self-esteem. If you want to be successful as a salesperson, if you want to win more patients in your lifetime, the first thing you have to do is develop your own self-esteem. Self-esteem is how much you like yourself. Self-esteem is how much you think good about yourself. Self-esteem is all about how you think about yourself. So self-esteem consists of three things. The first thing is called self-image, self-esteem, self-image, and self-idealization. These three components make something called self-concept. That is the concept of me. Okay, how to improve your self-concept? Why I'm telling is this: if you don't like yourself, how will you like your patients? If you don't like people asking you questions, how you will ask questions? So the first thing you have to do is you have to change your personality in the sales, because as you are in the process of communication with patient, the first thing you have to do, the first and foremost thing you have to do is you have to understand your mindset, and then only you can understand the patient mindset. So you have to understand these things. Without having a good self-esteem, you cannot ask a right question to the patient. You will ask very few questions. Can I tell you something? In my clinic, I convert almost 90% of my patient. The one patient, even if he is not taking treatment also, I would always know why he didn't take the treatment. Okay. With this, I would like to show you one of my presentation which I used to have. Just give me a second. I'll be sharing a presentation to you where I can show you a few couple of things. How can you gain the trust of the patient? Okay. Just give me a second. Yes, you cannot have a second first impression. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Okay, the first thing is, it is the most important step in the success of your sales. You have to understand your first impression should be very good, because if you cannot talk to your patient without a smile or anything, the first thing is you cannot establish a trust with your patient. The second thing is your team branding, how it looks, the way your uniform of the clinic, the way your clinic looks and appearance and everything. The third thing is the patients wants to do business with only people who are excited and enthusiastic about what you do. I would like to tell you, dear friends, the enthusiasm you carry is contagious. The enthusiasm comes from the conviction you have. How much you are convicted and happy about your dental treatment. That makes a lot of difference. That makes a lot of am I audible? Am I audible? Can you all hear me? Okay. So the conviction we have towards dentistry comes here. So you have to be very excited, and your body language and gestures has to be very good. So eye contact is very important. Your eye contact is very important. So first, how you should start talking to yourself. I always tell you, you have to introduce yourself and you have to appreciate the patient or give some compliment. I told you, sales is all about energy. Sales is all about energy. How you talk and how you keep others happy. So when you say some words of appreciation, thank you for coming, this is an appreciation, patients will feel happy and this will establish the credibility. So what is the process here? You have to ask effective questions and listening to their answers, so that you will understand their needs and you can fit in your treatment planning there and you can sell it. Okay. So these are all called hot buttons. Okay. Whenever a patient talks to you, he will always give you a clue. Like, for example, I will tell you, whenever I used to go for any temporomandibular disorder patients, I always find they have suicidal tendency. They will say, I have suicidal tendency. I want to commit suicide because it's so painful. So that is a hot button. When I go for a patient with the orthodontic treatment, they will say, I have less confidence. I cannot smile. I am feeling very depressed. So the word depression, suicidal tendency, these are all called hot buttons. So you have to probe that area. You have to probe that area. You cannot just skip that area. Okay, the best thing, first let's understand this and we will talk about this. Okay, how can you question your patients very effectively? I question my patients based on two things. First is an open-ended question. Second is a closed-ended question, which I would like to share with you. So by asking these questions, more number of engagement happens. In my clinic, I can even give my treatments to my juniors and my specialists, but the consulting part is mainly done by me. In most of the clinics, it's the other way. Give some water. In most of the clinics, it's the other way. What happens is most of the young doctors, they do the consultation and the senior doctors, they do the treatment. Can I tell you something? Please don't do that. You allow your youngsters to do treatment, they will learn, and you do consultation, patient will have more trust. That is one of the biggest success formula I have, because in my clinic, since I do the consultation, patients are quite happy. Okay, I also would like to tell you a few other things. Okay, how to make your presentation. Okay, in my clinic, we have a nice big LCD TV, which is connected to my laptop through Bluetooth. So we take pictures of my patient's teeth or mouth, and we Wi-Fi it. That is, there is a Wi-Fi connection between the TV and my phone through an app called AirScreen. So in my iPhone, I have an app. I just touch it. The image of the patient immediately goes there. As I told you, sales is all about perceptual reality. Patients will always accept the problems if they see. They will never accept if you tell. So see, telling will not give trust. I always tell you, whatever you do in sales has to build the trust. Okay, the first thing in building trust is to make them believe their problem. So without they understand the problem, don't talk about the treatment. Ask the question again, an open-ended question. What is an open-ended question? Okay, I always ask, sir, உங்களுக்கு problem புரிஞ்சுதா? நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு புரிஞ்சுதா? Can you understand your problem? Can you understand what is exactly your problem? Can you understand what I told you just now? So if you understand this, I can tell you, if he is not understanding the problem itself, don't talk about the pricing, don't go anywhere. Don't hurry up your communication faster. You don't have to go anywhere. So this is how we communicate, okay, through camera. Those days I use intraoral camera. These days I don't use the intraoral camera. I use a regular phone with the Wi-Fi, and we sometimes use PowerPoints. This is how you have to convince. You have to use PowerPoints. I have a set of PowerPoints of the other patients. We show smile designing before, after. We show some success stories. So that is very powerfully converting the patient. Actual sales happens in the presentation. The sales exactly not happens in any other part of the selling process. Sales happens in the presentation only. I will explain you. We use YouTube channel. We are one of the most popular YouTube channels in dentistry. I get a lot of leads from YouTube. I want all of you, take your cell phone, start talking about some dental topic and put it in your YouTube channel tomorrow. I will tell you, in a couple of days, my YouTube channel was around 3,000 subscribers before COVID. Now my subscriber rate is almost 6,800. And every day I get phone calls and leads from various sources. And a lot of patients for TMJ problems, aligners, they all come to my clinic. Can I tell you, everyone should do this. So when everyone do this, every patient will go to somebody or the other. Your patient will come to me, my patient will come to you. But overall dentistry will grow only by education. Dentistry won't grow by advertisement. This is education-based marketing. I do marketing not on like, please come to my clinic, I give 20% discount types. No, my marketing is all education-based. Education is the best marketing. I hope you all agree with me. So I will talk to you about YouTube later. Then I will show props and explain everything very clearly. So amazing testimonies. So now the patient in between, he will probe you. Sir, how much it will cost? So how much it will cost? This is what everyone do this. Everyone please do this in your camera. Please do this action. Please do this. Please don't tell the price. You just tell, sir, I will tell you, please wait. Sir, I will tell you, please give me some time. Okay. So price quoting in the wrong place will steal your sale. If you tell the price, patient might get upset with the pricing and they'll run away. So to understand this, I would like to tell you a little bit of pricing strategy, how to tell about pricing and everything. So first thing you have to understand is don't tell the price. Okay. First, explain the features of a root canal. Say, for example, if you're talking about root canal, what is root canal? All is the features. Patients are not very interested in features. Talk about the benefits. Yes, by root canal, your tooth will be saved. By doing a root canal, your teeth will be having no problem at all. Okay, these kind of things will really help in understanding the patient's benefits only they want. And value means they can go to office, they can enjoy their life and things like that. That is called value. So price is what you pay, value is what you get. Okay. People, I want to talk to you a little bit in detail about pricing in the next 10 minutes. So you have to understand, everyone, see, there is no problem in what you quote. You can quote any number of price you want for your treatment, but you should always understand whatever you are quoting the price, whether the patient is willing to pay that price to you. It is not the price part, it is the willingness part. Everyone can afford the money which you are quoting. Only thing is, you should make your conversation go in such a way, your enthusiasm, the way you talk, everything should come into the play, and everything should help your patients to actually take a decision to buy from you. Okay, pricing. See, you see in internet, when you go to a website like this, they all give 3 websites. Today morning, I was, you might have seen my Facebook video today. I went to a coconut water shop near the roadside. That guy had 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 40 rupees. I asked how much is the coconut water. That guy said 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 40 rupees. He had a board also. Okay, very carefully listen to me. He had mentioned 3 prices and I told him, Yenake alvava. I told him, Yenake alvava. Yenake 20 rupees elani kuda. Give me that 20 rupees coconut water itself, which is more than enough for me. So he gave me a nice 20 rupees water, which after I drank, I felt this is worth 40 rupees. So it means always in the pricing, if you give 3 different pricing to your patients, 3 different pricing to your patients, the pricing is actually like this. Say, if in your clinic, 3,000 rupees is root canal, 4,000 is root canal, say 6,000 is a root canal. Okay. This is called decoy. Decoy is something to distract. This is a decoy and this is a decoy. Actually, what you want should be kept in the middle. So, because this will be perceived as a lower price and the patient's, the chances of patient agree. This is called decoy pricing. Focus pannunga, velila poi ukkaru. This is called decoy pricing, where you can see a low priced version, a very highly priced version, a moderate version. Okay, whereas if I just say, sir, root canal is costing 4,000 rupees, this looks higher, right? This looks higher. Can you see the board, everyone? Can you see the board? So if you charge just 4,000 rupees, if you tell 4,000, put some decoys. Sir, we have few materials. This cock and story, bull story, you have to make up. Okay. Patients won't go for this. Patients won't go for this. Patients will, 80% of your patient will go for this. Why? Because they will think this is a moderately affordable also, and this is a moderately priced. Pricing is all about perception. Okay. When I went to Tailor Man, I asked how much is the suit. He said 22,000 rupees is the suit. So I asked what are the other prices of suit you have? He said 15,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, like that. So as a premium customer, I chosen this. My product, I always choose the premium stuff. So I paid this. Okay. 2 days back, I got a patient. My assistant doctor asked me, sir, 6 fillings are there. How much is the charges I'm supposed to charge for 6 fillings? So I said, please give 3 pricings. So she gave 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. Can I tell you something? I was about to tell 1,500. But suddenly I said, no, you tell 3 pricing, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. The doctor, after she finished the case, he said, sir, the patient accepted for 2,500 and he paid 12,000 rupees. In our clinic, we have various brands of materials. We put the best material and we charge the money 2,500. I just made in 6 fillings 12,500. There are customers who are paying for that. So if you are in your communication, if you can understand the customer is a premium customer, is a value oriented customer, is a price conscious customer. These are value oriented people. They want the best, but they don't want to spend more. So this is a 4,000 rupees. I'm just giving you an example. So this is called pricing strategy. In pricing strategy, you have to understand that. Okay. The second thing is objection handling. Okay. Objections come only when you have not done your homework properly. Objections come only when you don't have that. Only when you have not done your homework properly. Okay. Why? Because when you have not done the previous things properly, always you will have objection. Suppose you have not established a rapport, patient will have problem during the pricing. Suppose you have not asked enough questions, patients will have problem. Okay. In my boot camp, I have given a script for talking to the patient, which I will be just sharing verbally here. Okay. The first thing is, whenever you are talking to a patient, the first thing you have to do is very clear thing is you have to prospect the client. Okay. First thing, I told you, whether he's a premium client, whether he's a poor client, how to identify that. So that is called prospecting. Okay. Whenever a patient enters to your clinic, you have to ask few questions. Please write it down. We are running short of time now, almost 10:30. Please write it down. Prospecting is asking effective questions about the potentiality of the customers. Like, for example, the first thing you have to prospect is whether he has got real need. There are many clients in orthodontics, they just come for the sake of coming. I saw in the internet, I came. So how to identify that? Okay. In my clinic, the first question I ask is, why did you come to my clinic? Directly, I will ask. Okay, you have come for your consultation. Why did you come? Okay, he will say, sir, I want to put a clip, so I thought I came. So the second question I always ask is, the very powerful question is, have you come for any serious decision of taking any treatment or just inquiry? Very, very powerful question. In Tamil, I will tell you, and also tell in Hindi. आपने ऐसा पूछने के लिए आया या you have come here for some serious consultation? Have you come seriously for taking treatment or just consultation? Yeah, the moment if he says, I have just come for a consultation, I know he's not a serious customer. Because this guy will not take treatment anyhow, because he himself told. How can you convince him? You cannot force him. So the first thing is, you have to know whether he needs it. The second thing is, many people need treatment, but they don't want the treatment. They need a root canal. They know they need the tooth to be treated, but they don't want to be treated because of various reasons. So we have to identify. Otherwise, what will happen? Okay, we have to ask him, sir, you have a problem like this. I know you have a problem, but are you really want to correct this? Or you just like that, you want to leave it like that? Hold it. So he will say, no, I just came like that. So, okay, need should be there, want should be there, then desire should be there. Desire means burning desire. Okay, need means, say, for example, he needs a missing tooth to be placed. Okay, need is missing tooth. I'm giving an example. Need is missing tooth. Want is replacement. Desire is only implants. He should feel implant is the best, sir. I will go only for implant. See, this is the difference between need, want, and desire. Need means missing tooth. Yes, he's have a missing tooth. Wanting is he wants a replacement or not. You have to ask, do you want to replace it or not? Which means I am checking with this protocol. The third thing is, are you really want to go for replacing with the best option? Like, see, these are the questions. I frame my conversation questions with my clients based on this framework of prospecting. Or then I will ask the final question called affordability. Okay, affordability means whether he can really afford my treatment. I will ask, okay, I know, see, I will give you an example, doctors. I know you have a missing tooth and you want to replace it and you want implants. Costing, the implants cost would be around 15 to 20,000. Would you be able to afford it? Only these four things. I finish my prospecting and I will qualify my client. Okay, this is called exam qualification of the patient. Prospecting is called qualifying the clients. You have to qualify. Before you get married, இது ஆஃப் பண்ணலாம் குளிருதா இது எங்க ஏசி ரிமோட்டுங்க okay before you get married they will ask you a lot of questions, okay, and they will qualify whether you are a bachelor eligible for a marriage. Okay, so likewise first thing is you have to do called prospecting the customer. So first thing is called prospecting. So whenever a patient comes, find out whether he has got a real need, whether he really want to treat it, whether he is having desire to treat it, or whether he has got the affordability to treat it. Okay, so if how to ask the affordability, ask him directly whether he can afford it, whether he wants to. Certain times by seeing the patient, he's affordable, well affordable, by seeing his watch and dress. These are the silly things we sometimes see at the patient also, whether he's affordable to do that. But in business this is very, very important. So the first thing is called prospecting. Then as I told you, okay, once the prospecting is done, you start talking to patient. Okay, first thing is you have to smile and greet the patient and introduce yourself. Then you have to tell. And the most important thing which in sales is, I told you, energy. Selling is energy. Selling is all about how you talk to patient, about their enthusiasm. Sales is all about enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means you are so interested to solve your customer's problem. Okay, how to do that? See how much efforts the patient sees only one thing: how much efforts you are taking to prove him he needs the treatment. Like for example, you can simply tell you have to have a root canal, get lost, get out of my clinic. That is attitude. Okay, like that you can talk, or you can take an effort to explain him with a diagram you draw on a board, with a video, with a YouTube channel, or with your case study of your previous cases. With any of these four things, if you do, I can tell you, if with any of these four things, the patient might get impressed. The doctor is taking a real effort to convince my patient. Okay, so then after that you have to find out each and every step by asking effective questions. Sir, can I examine your teeth? Okay, when the patient, you have to ask permission before you start a examination. Once after you finish your examination and everything, you have to ask, the first question you have to ask is, what is the expectation of your dental visit? Whether to just take medication, or whether to just take the treatment, or whether to just inquire superficially and go. Okay, so he will see, this is an open-ended question. He will tell a lot of story. Be a patient listener. I repeat, be a patient listener. I'm so glad that you have been listening to me for the last 1.5 hours. So after you listen to the everything, the second thing is the first thing is you have to prospect the patient. Okay, the second thing is you have to ask who is the decision maker. Because you talk to a client and he doesn't take treatment, and if somebody else takes treatment, his father or mother or somebody takes the treatment, okay, obviously what will happen? Obviously the patient will not take treatment. He will say, my father will come and decide. So when you are conversing with the patient, if he is telling my husband is deciding, my wife is deciding, just do the basic medication or protocol or anything, whatever you're doing in dentistry, and tell them, come with a decision maker, I will talk to them. Nothing more, nothing clear. But if she or he is telling, no, you tell me, I will explain to my decision maker, my husband or whatever, then you tell. Without that, because otherwise after talking for hours of time, they will tell, my husband will come and tell you. That you can cut short. Okay, then the patient will ask how much you charge. Then you can say, no, give me 5 minutes, I'll explain you. Then the third question is, you ask for the source. Source of the client. Through what source the patient is coming. Through what source the patient is coming to you. Okay, through what source? Whether the patient came from internet, the patient will not trust you that much. But if a patient is coming from your friend who is referred to his friend who has referred you, she will take the treatment. The chances of he taking the treatment is much more. So dear friends, now as I told you, okay, so you have to identify the strength of the case. As a lawyer, you have to probe the patient in the right questions. In practice management, you have to behave like an investigation officer who asks the right questions. So to ask the right questions, and you have to decide to ask the right questions, you have to understand, you have to ask the right questions so that you will know. So then you have to ask, who is your regular dentist, where she goes, if she is having some dental problems already being sorted out, why she came to you. Always try to identify one thing, why they chose you. Don't think you are great, ask them. Your greatness can be coming from their mouth, because the powerful question, because if you know somebody has told good about you, you can also feel happy. Second thing is, the patient's conversion rate is going to be much higher. So always have to assess the conversion rate. So I want to tell you, after finishing all this, then you have to explain your regular treatment before you start with any procedure. If you want to talk about implants, if you want to talk about anything in dentistry, you have to ask whether they have done any research in that. Like, for example, do you know something called root canal? Do you know something called implantology, implants? Do you know something called smile designing? Do you know something called veneers? Because he will tell a number of things then. Sir, I know this, I know this. Then he's an informed customer. So you have to be very professional in handling them. You cannot just superficially tell. You have to go to the, these explanations I have done very well in my boot camp about how to handle different personality types of customers. Okay, because when you know the personality types of customers, some people are very technical. They will be, especially men, how to handle men, how to handle women. Women are not very technical. Women are very socially concerned. Yesterday, I had a patient with the upper and lower anterior full mouth. That lady was very much crying in front of me. She said, sir, I was crying because every time, she herself is 50 years old, the patient's mother-in-law is 80 years old. The mother-in-law is scolding the patient, every time you're going and coming, what you're doing with your dentist, because every time you are getting so much of treatment. I never had this much of appointments to a patient. We were doing trial, we were doing a final delivery of the 6-unit zirconia process. The patient was crying very badly. So she was telling me her story about what is the difficulty she is facing, even as a 50-year-old patient. Stories has to be listened on both the sides. You have to tell true stories of other clients to your patient, and you have to listen to their stories also. There are so many things you can do with the help of story. That we have covered in our bootcamp program. So coming back to the pricing, I would like to just share my screen again. I'll be just giving you some kind of information on how to do the pricing. As I told you, a few things I'm going to just share. Just give me a second. Okay, here I want to share with you my screen here. So the pricing psychology, the first is called price anchoring. Whatever price you're going to tell is going to be anchored in the brain of the patient. So always tell the higher price first. If you're telling 3 pricing, tell the highest price first, the second moderate price in the middle, and the least price in the last. Because that is called price anchoring. Because from the reference of, say, 6,000, 4,000, 3,000, first anchor is very, 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 very important for your patient. The first anchoring is very, very important for your patient. Correctable. Okay. The second is called loss aversion. Loss aversion means, for example, you can tell in December only the implant cost is 25,000. After December, the price will go back to 35,000 or 30,000, whatever you're charging. So the patients will perceive they might lose the offer. So that will help converting your clients. So, okay, the next thing is, as I told you, this is the example I've already given to you about various giving 3 pricing, decoy pricing, I've explained you. Then urgency. Urgency is must. Okay. So, for example, if the patient is told that, Okay, urgency doesn't mean like if you don't do this, something will happen to you. Not like that. See, pricing, you can say, if you are willing to take treatment today, I can consider. But if you are asking and going, I will not consider, because as a honor of your request, I am giving this offer. So why don't you take this today? I can give, if you are taking it today, I can give you for 25,000. If you are asking in another day, I cannot do that, because this is the time we have planned this kind of campaign going on. So that is called urgency. The first thing is likability, as I told you. Third, the second thing is reciprocity. The reciprocity, how well you talk, he will talk to you. Okay. If you are having a frowned face, he will be frowned. The third thing is social proof, explaining the patients with the help of you're explaining the patients with the help of other success stories. Okay, so that is called social proof. The fourth thing is called scarcity. Scarcity means you can tell. Scarcity means something like this: I have only 2 implants in this pricing, but my stocks are clear. I'm buying a new stock next year, so the last 2 implants are there. So I cannot share you. You can tell I cannot give you the pricing again. Okay, then the urgency, by 31st you can finish this, because in business, if these things are not there, the patient will not take a decision. So this framework is given by one Robert Cialdini. Okay, you can read a book on Robert Cialdini about this. Okay. Okay, the second thing is painful discounting. Painful discounting is, like for example, what is mean by painful discounting? If you don't take treatment within a couple of days, if you don't take treatment, say for example, within 31st means I can do some consideration. A lot of people will take decision only if you give some kind of, I can do a discount, but you have to do it in a couple of days. I cannot hold that pricing for a long time. Then membership schemes. Okay, I would like to tell you, after the COVID, I found a lot of patients of other doctors were coming. So we started something called a membership system. You can see the membership card here, where we have a membership scheme. I can show you. These are some of the, sorry, it starts from here. We started doing this membership in the month of June. So you can see we have created almost close to 114 members in our clinic. We have a card system where we charge a membership card, which we give for our clients. You know, this is based on something called membership model or subscription model, where we have a kind of card to our patients. Can we see that? Can you see? Okay. They have a membership scheme like this, where the patients are given discounted pricing everywhere. Anytime, if they come with this card, they will be given special pricing for the patients. Special pricing has been given, and priority will be given for appointments. And we have few privileges, you know, like free complimentary cleaning and scaling, because we have to keep our customers happy, because this is very price conscious market. So we need to keep the customers happy. Okay. So don't compromise the quality standard. Okay, if you are giving discount, tell the patient, see, if I give too much discount, then I have to compromise the quality. So the patients will understand nothing comes free, everything is having a premium. So we can tell the patients that, you know, giving best material always costs some money. Okay, that's the second rule I follow is we have something called price list system, because we have 6 to 7 doctors working with us, including the training doctors, and we have a written pricing catalog for all the treatment. You know, everyone will look at the catalog and say, because we have a fixed pricing system where we don't tell verbally. You know, anything in return is much trustworthy. As I told you, business is all about trust. So people will be taking treatment if you show the catalog rather just verbally telling. Okay, well, anything you verbally tell, there will be always arguments happening there. The second thing, the next thing is alternative arrangements for unaffordable customers and premium customers. Okay, dear friends, I would like all of you to pay attention to me. Okay, a lot of you have poor patients, a lot of you have rich patients. I always tell any one of you to have 2 clinics, one for the premium segment, one for a poor segment. Okay, if you are not affordable to have 2 clinics, you are a starter. You might start with a low-end client. Suppose you have lot of poor people as your client, you can start, you can keep them as a low end client clinic, and you can start a premium clinic later in your life. Okay, suppose you can't do that, you have only say you have only one clinic. What you can do, you can allot a day for your poor clients on a particular day. Say for example, on Tuesday, if your patient flow is less, you can tell your poor clients to come on Tuesday for subsidized pricing. Okay, this is one pricing strategy which we follow. For poor guys, you can tell on Tuesday we are doing charity work where we will give 30-40% discount for your treatment from the regular pricing only on that day, and make your clinic busy on that day, because this is one powerful idea which I have found it's working really well, because you can satisfy even poor clients also. Okay, rich clients are coming to you on that day. Suppose I'm not discriminating the patients, please don't misunderstanding me, my concept. I'm talking about business, so my words will be a little harsh. Maybe somebody may not feel bad about me. I do best charity ever. I don't want to tell, but I want to tell you, when you come to business, you want to help your customers. There is no other option. For rich clients, you can say on a particular date where you can see all your rich clients that day, so that you don't mingle up your customers. Okay. So this concept you can try and tell me your feedback. Okay, if you want to learn more, you can take our virtual bootcamp course, and also I'm planning to conduct a training program on business development for doctors. You can contact me for the details about coaching yourself in business side. So I would like to tell you the few other things which you are supposed to do. Okay, now the pricing is almost done. I have told you about decoy pricing. I have told you about various pricing strategies of different things. Okay, now I want to share with you few things which are very important. Okay, whenever you talk to patients about the pricing and everything, always you have to tell is, sir, shall we start the treatment? Are you happy with the pricing? Shall we start the treatment? Shall we proceed with the treatment? The first thing you have to understand is you have to ask this question. This question is called closing question. This question is called closing question. Closing means closing the deal. CLOSING, closing. Closing question. Closing means closing. What is closing? Closing means something. Okay, handshake. Okay, yes, let's do a deal. Everyone do a handshake like this, please. Just shake your hands at least. Only hands. Okay. So shake your hands. Okay, this is called closing. Congratulations, like that. Okay, you have closed the deal. Okay, are you happy? Shall we start the treatment now? Everyone say, shall we start the treatment now? Please type, shall we start the treatment now? Please type. I want all of you to type. All the 55 members to type. Shall we start the treatment now? This is a closing question. Please type. I want to give you a few closing questions. Please type. Shall we start the treatment now? Because many dentists, they speak, and they speak nicely, but they don't ask this question, shall we start? You have to close the deal. This is like vanakkam, like that. After the thing vanakkam, you say vanakkam and go namaskaram, dhanyavad. This is the proper business dhanyavad. Shall we start the treatment, sir? Treatment start kar denge kya? Okay, madam, treatment start panlama. Okay, whatever language you speak. Sir, shall we start the treatment now? Now look at me. Now I'm going to give you some power tips. When you tell the patient pricing, you have to be like this. Everyone look at me. Should not be like this. Shall we start the treatment? See how ugly I look when I stand like this. Okay, don't do like that. See, this is a very powerful question. You have done your best so far. You have done the need identification. You have questioned the prospect, the client properly. You have told the presentation properly using YouTube, using TV, whatever resources you have. Now please understand. After this, you have to look at the eyes. Everyone look at the eyes. You have to look at the eyes of the patient and say, shall we start the treatment? Very powerful. Look at the eyes and ask, treatment start करेंगे? बैठ जाइए, अब start करते हैं. ठीक है. Sometimes without they tell, there is something called assumption clause which says that चलो मैडम को फिलिंग के लिए तैयार करो.
मैडम को इम्प्लांट तैयार करो, प्लीज कीप द इम्प्लांट रेडी. मैम बैठो, इम्प्लांट स्टार्ट करते हैं. यू विल स्टार्ट द इम्प्लांट ट्रीटमेंट. कंसेंट फॉर्म लेके आ जाना. Consent form, this is called, we call it as consent form close, where you give the consent form or the registration form or whatever you are selling. No, this, we are talking about sales, so we give the form and say, please sign it, we will start. If you pay it, we will start. If you just process the bill, we start. Okay, this is one type of close. Okay, the other type of closing I want to tell you is, the most important thing is, if you, for example, please understand, if patients need 10 fillings karna hai, and if you are calculating say 2000 rupees into 10 filling, you make 20,000 rupees. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, you make 20,000 rupees in a filling. So what you have to do is, do one filling free of cost and just show them. You say, I will do a filling for you and I will show you how it looks. Take a pre-op photo, take a post-op photo, crop it using Layout app. In Instagram, there is an app called Layout. Put it in your TV and you can show, this is how it will look, this is how it will look bad. See, all the 6 dirty tooth will be here. One nice looking teeth will be there on one side of the picture. Other side of the picture, all 7 will be dirty looking. So the patient will immediately, because you are activating his perceptual reality, and the patients will immediately say yes to you. The chances at least will increase. Now then you give the financing option. The patient may ask you discount. You say, okay, instead of a discount, can I do something? Can I give a free cleaning? Can I give cleaning for your house people, like somebody, your children or whatever? Okay, can I give you a free denture for your grandma, whatever? Okay, you do whatever you want. That is up to you. Okay, I'm not anybody to tell you. You can decide your offers. Okay, because as I want to tell you, the most important thing in any business is to understand the patient has to come back again and purchase again and again. As I told you, more number of clients, more number of times, more bigger the products and multiple products, pricing strategy. So you have to follow the rules of the business. More number of clients, more number of times, multiple number of times, and more bigger size of the treatment. So please make sure you do the combination of all this. Okay. The fourth thing is, you have to always try to get the patient to comprehensive treatment, or everything in one package. Okay, give it as bundles. When you're closing the deal, when you're talking about pricing, bundle everything. That's called bundling of treatment. Bundling means, instead of one treatment for this much X amount of money, when you take all this, I can give you a gross package with this, which is worth 30% or 40% discount. I do this and I take the money in advance. In business, it is wiser to take the advance before you start the treatment. Don't give EMI. Don't trust the patient at all in money matters. Don't trust anyone in money matters except your own self. Okay. So this is one of the closing technique. And few other technique I just want to tell you. Okay. If patient is not taking treatment and going out of your clinic, okay, just go behind him and just open the door and say, I'm very thankful to you for coming to my clinic, but may I know the reason why you have not taken treatment today? Are you having money problem? Or are you having any issues of time? Or are you having anything which I can sort out? The patient will exactly tell you the reason. If you are little reluctant to ask, you have to develop your personality, because you have personality issue. As a doctor, if you can't ask this, tell your receptionist or treatment coordinator or manager or administrator to ask. That will really help you, friends. So these are some of the closings which we generally use. Okay, and I would tell you, over the phone, if they ask you the pricing, never tell the price. Rather, give them some interesting remark, which something like this. We have something to show you. We have a nice presentation to show you about your aligner treatment. Why don't you come and see the presentation? It's free of cost. You don't have to pay us any money. After you see, you can decide whether to pay the money or not. This is called interest generating remark. Over the phone, how to talk. We have dealt this in greater detail during the bootcamp program. So dear friends, I would again tell you, closing itself is a one-day program. We can have a one-day program in closing techniques only, various closing techniques and methodology of closing. So, dear friends, now the post acceptance. Yes, I will take treatment. Always take a consent form like this. What you have spoken. Look at the screen, please. What you have spoken. How much is the amount they have to pay? When they have to pay? Through card or cash? Through check or whatever. So if you don't accept this, the patient will not take treatment from you. Always take advance money for confirming the pricing. If they say I will come tomorrow for treatment, take advance and send. In my clinic, the process is very clear. We never fix any appointments without payment. Consultation, walk-ins encouraged. But for treatment, payment should be done. Commitment should be given by the patient through payment. Then we book the consultants or book the treatment from me or whomsoever. Okay. And please make sure you write everything in the conversational. You have a card system. You have Practo or whatever you're doing. Please write it in your card, because tomorrow another doctor is seeing. They should know what is your quoted amount. You should write the quoted amount. You should have a diary or you should have a card system where you have to write the quoted amount. If you forget the quoted amount, patient will take you for a ride. Okay. So after all this, the final thing you have to do is patient's handling objection. If the patient is telling your price is expensive, the first thing is you have to smile. Everyone smile. Everyone do a smile, please. Please do a smile, please. Give a smile, please. Okay, you have to smile. If patient is telling yes, it is expensive, means you tell yes, it is expensive. ஆமா அப்படிதான், இது ரொம்ப காஸ்ட்லி தான். நான் ஏன் சொல்றேன் கேக்குறீங்களா? या ये बहुत महंगा है, मैं बोलता हूँ क्यों, आप बैठो. Yes, it is expensive. I will explain you why. Then you explain the process. Okay. So before that, one thing you have to do is, if patient is feeling it is expensive, what you have to do? The first thing you have to do is ask him why he feels it is expensive. Then he will say, I have inquired in another place, or he will say, I just saw the internet, or I found somewhere some offer is there, or something he will say, just like that I told. Any nonsense he will tell. Just listen to that. Then there is something called feel, felt, found method, where you have to say, yes, everyone felt like this. Everyone, they felt it is expensive. But after they did the implant treatment, they're able to chew very well and they don't feel it is expensive at all. Now everyone is so happy. Okay, this is first technique. The second technique I always tell is, I give an example of something like this. Whenever you bought a house or a car, an expensive item, I always ask them, how many days you will be thinking about the price you paid for the house or the car or for the jewelry. The day we pay, we get some kind of a pain in the heart, something called remorse, Yeah, we feel bad when we buy an expensive stuff. When I bought this tie, I felt bad. 4,000 rupees, is this tie worth? But every time when I look at when I'm enjoying the treatment, when I'm enjoying the product, I feel so happy. Yes, it is worth every time. That is how your treatment should be. If your product is good, this dentistry is good, every time patient is using your product, the feeling of the happiness is so higher for your patient, he will not feel bad that he paid a higher price. So dear friends, I have concised a 2-day class in a 1.5 hours or 2 hours almost. Okay. So it's very difficult for me to teach. Okay. The first thing is feel, felt, found method. The second thing is ask him a question like this. Have you felt bad when you bought a house? It is same like this. You are spending 3 lakhs for your implant treatment. You are going to enjoy this for your life. Okay. The third thing, you have to do something called price reframing. Okay. How I do price reframing is something like this. Okay. If you are spending 3 lakhs, this is for a lifetime. If you are a young patient, you can always tell the 10,000 rupees zirconia crown into your lifetime is not going to cost you more than 500 rupees or 100 rupees or 30 rupees in a year, based on the calculations. For example, if the patient is 60-year-old and the patient is going to live for 70 years, the patient, what they will say, sir, I am going to live hardly for another 10-15 years. Why I have to spend that much money? Okay, such patients are not going to be converted to you, because they are very, very emotional and they're very, very conscious about spending money with you. Okay, so you have to understand the psychology of the patient. Okay, I want to give you the best right now, the best tip for my participants. How many of you wants it? Please say, bring it on. Please type, bring it on. Please type, bring it on. Type, bring it on. Bring it on. Then only I will tell. At least I want 20 20 people to tell. Please type bring it on. Okay. Since many people have typed bring it on. Okay, some people are typing again and again, bring it on, bring it on. Okay, I will bring it on. The best thing is, you know, the patient, if he goes out, he will not come back to me. And the patient is worth, say, 80,000 to 1 lakh rupees of treatment. Say, I'm talking about high value treatments, not the scaling filling type, okay? I always convert using this technique. The technique is called giving an irresistible offer. Giving an irresistible offer. After all the deal, still patient is jittery and wavery. I tell the patient, I know you have to take a great decision today, but if you are a decision maker, I can help you. If you are a procrastinator, I will not help you. But if you commit yourself today and go, I can give you one of the best offers which we have given to patients like you. Instead of 1 lakh, if you pay in cash in advance 60,000 rupees or 65,000 rupees, I'm going to give you a 40,000 rupees discount, and I can finish the deal if you are doing it today. And I want to tell you, if you don't have money, no problem. Just pay 10,000 rupees for the commitment and book this offer and go. Because patient is talking to you business, you have to talk to them like a business. I'm not telling, if you have skeptical, you can ask me, sir, how can I talk as a doctor? No problem. Put a coordinator, train them. Put an assistant doctor, train them. They can talk. You know, I'm not telling, somebody has to talk. It should, if it is you, it is better. Okay, don't worry about talking. Tell the patient, I will not compromise the quality. I will do this best product for you. Are you willing to take it right now? I look at the eyes of the patient and say, do you want to take it now? Can I start the treatment? Can you pay the bill today? I will start the treatment. I never give credit to any patient. I never give the credit. Even orthodontics, maximum 1 month I give. That too after Corona. Before Corona, I tell them to pay. With this offer, I have booked many patients by irresistible offer. Okay. Even if the patient is wavering, you know what I will do? I always tell them, okay, guys, I understand you are still doubtful, but if I am you in your position, if I am standing, I will take this offer because your offer is so good. You know, if patient is talking to you this long, if you and patient are talking to you this long in a conversation, I want to tell you, the patient is still interested to buy from you. That is the secret. And patient is having a kind of reluctance, and you are giving him the offer to book the thing. So this is called irresistible offer, this thing. So with this is the last thing, and now patient is paying the money. Certain few things you have to follow. Do an excellent procedure, have a meticulous follow-up, and collect reviews from patient. Because after doing so much of study with the patient, doing their treatment, it has to be publicized to the world. Google business review, write the word Google business review. Very must. Open a Google business account and start collecting reviews. I can tell you today, I am one of the highest reviewed clinic in Chennai. I want everyone to get reviews. All my boot campers, all my webinar people, Google business is very powerful because Google is your practice builder. This is the most powerful tool used by the world's best companies. Google, especially small businesses like you and me, Google business review. Okay, don't do a stupid treatment and take review. He will put 3-star, 4-star. Okay, what about the star rating and everything? You can do your study or you can buy my bootcamp. I have given in elaborate detail about how much is 1-star value, 2-star value, 3-star value, 4-star value, 5-star value. To motivate your staff to get review, pay them some extra money. You know, in my clinic, I pay 100 rupees for every review to my reception staff. 100 rupees. She makes 2,000 to 3,000 rupees easily. Then you can understand how much review my patient is, my doctors, my staffs are collecting. Okay, if patients are being followed up and bring it on, I give incentive to them. This is how I incentivize my staff, and that is a big webinar for another day. Okay, so many of the doctors, they ask me, sir, how to incentivize. These are some of the tips for you guys. If Dr. Sridhar Reddy is there, sir, please make use of this points. It will be useful to you because you are asking me. Okay, incentives really work, and I'm going to teach a consequent paid webinars to people who are interested. I'm going to teach more of these kind of things. Okay, one topic will be about accounting, one topic will be about HR. 1 or 2 weekends we are going to have courses about how to keep your staff happy, how to incentivize them and all that. Everything will be at least for 3 hours, minimum 3-4 hours. We will have webinars like this for 6 webinars. Each webinar is going to be like 3 to 4 hours on business development of our practice. I am going to charge 20,000 rupees. If you're interested, only for today, I generally charge around 30,000-40,000 rupees for a long webinar. We are going to have 3 hours webinar into 6 numbers, 6 webinars for 3 hours. On a convenient day, we will fix up, and that is going to be costing 20,000 rupees if you take it today. Otherwise, it will be costing you 25,000. You can take it for 20,000. I charge 25,000 generally, 25-30,000. If you are interested, please contact me. 6 webinars for 3 hours on various topics like accounting, on HR. HR, how to incentivize, how to motivate your staff, how to train your staff, and all that. And sales will be into greater detail. Sales will be going for greater detail, and marketing also, with case studies and everything, various strategies. Okay, these are the things which I want to tell you. And the webinar is almost done. I'm sorry I've taken another 5-10 minutes time. Okay, yes, Dr. Kritika, I'm making an irresistible offer. If you really want to make money, you have to first give the money to learn and upgrade yourself. Okay, so dear friends, I hope I have covered everything. Anyway, I'm just going through my notes. This is how I study. This is how much I have studied for you guys. I studied businesses like this, like a small school boy, who write notes very sincerely with a pencil, scale and everything. So much studies have gone into my hard work. This is, you can see my hard work. I have completed this whole book. You can write, you can see here what it is written here. Sales success. If you can't read, you can see here. This is written called sales and business success. Okay, I would like to give a few more points to the people over here. Okay, please activate your online platforms. Facebook must. Okay, Instagram must. YouTube very must. Tomorrow morning, Instagram, YouTube, you first open, everyone. Okay, the first thing is you guys have to open YouTube. The second thing is Facebook, then Instagram. Okay, through Instagram you won't get big clients, but it is a must now. But YouTube, solid lead generation. YouTube must. Google business must. Website must. Okay, so you guys have to understand this. Okay, now how many of you are willing to pay money for the webinar, for the next webinar series? Okay, it's a 3-hour webinar, 6. If you pay today only 20,000, tomorrow morning is 25,000. I will send the link in the WhatsApp group. People have to pay the money. Okay, I am waiting for your payment. Okay, I'm openly telling. Okay, now next a few points I want to tell. Okay, when your body language, I want to talk a little bit of body language. Okay, there is something called pacing and leading. How the customer is pacing. If he is talking fast, you talk fast. This is called mirroring. If he is talking in a South Tamil slang, you talk in the South Tamil slang. If he is talking in a North Indian slang, you talk in a North Indian language. If he is talking in Hindi, you speak in Hindi. It is something like this. This helps in conversation. And something called paraphrasing or parroting. Parrot. Kick, parrot. Whatever you say, the parrot will repeat back. Likewise, in parroting, yes, as you said, it is very difficult. This is called parroting. This will help in, this is all part of neuro-linguistic programming, or other is called NLP. These are very, very powerful techniques to use the persuasion to the next level. So, dear friends, I also just want to share with you, okay, one statistics which says that 7% only verbal, all your communication should be visual, which means either use YouTube or your own videos to talk to patient. and vocal is 38%. 38%. Say, let's keep it as like 40% should be your 40% of your talk should be verbal, the vocal, the expressive, the way you express, the storytelling and motivating your patient. And the second main important thing is visual. Okay, main important thing is visual. He has to see his problem. Show the photo, show the image, show the product, how it looks, what is the zirconia, explain everything. Beautiful conversion. Okay. So okay, when you are giving discount, as I told you, give bundle discount. Okay, one more strategy I want to give you all is discounting for special group of people. Okay, you can tell them, if you are from army, we give special offers. If you are from an old age home, we give special offer. Okay, don't give discounts just left, right, and center. Have a cost and give a discount. Okay, so these are some of the things you should understand. Okay. And one more thing is, if you are discounting, instead of discounting on cash, you can tell them discounting on the store, which means like if your customers are asking for a discount, say instead of cash discount, I can give you a free cleaning either for you or for your staff, or for your company or for your house or home server. Okay, which means not on the particular product, but on the particular store you can give discount. Okay, so I would like to stop here, because we have lots of things to cover, which I cannot do it. Okay, I have 3 things to tell you now. The first thing is, if you're interested in the webinar series, please join today. And if you're interested to buy my boot camp, the way I'm talking, I have spoken almost 16 hours of content for this particular group who wants to learn in boot camp. I am giving for 5,000 rupees today, just 5,000 rupees only for today, because I did it for Black Friday. And my bootcamp is actually 9999. Today I am giving you for 5,000 only for this 55 people who are here. Okay. The third thing I want to tell you is, if any one of you wants personal business coaching from me, personal coaching, sir, I want to get ideas from you, mentorship from you, I am doing that also. We can have one-on-one Zoom sessions to talk to you, to find out your business problems, to talk to your staffs and things like that. I would be charging a monthly fee, which I will decide based on your requirements. There are a lot of people, they are consulting with me. This is called consulting or coaching. If you are not able to talk, I can train you. If you are not able to convince patients, I can coach you one-on-one. That will be a bit pricier, because that will be running for at least 3 to 4 months. I have to train you and I have to counsel you. So we will have discussions through my WhatsApp. And I would request the doubts, if any one of you have doubts, you can put it in your chat. You can put your feedback now, how this course was on sales and marketing and the business side of dentistry. I want, if any one of you wants to talk, just give me the phone. So I want any one of you, you want to talk, please just raise your hand. I will unmute you so that you can share your feedback. I request you to, I request any one of you who wants to please give me the feedback. Any doubts, you can put it in the group also. In our group. Okay, I want some feedbacks, please. Okay. Let me see the chat. Current illaya. AC podu. Current pochu. AC podu. I think I've given too much of information. Please don't mistake me, because everything is so important. See, boot camp is a overall concise. Dr. Anuj is asking boot camp and what is a webinar? See, webinar is one-on-one interaction. Boot camp is a recorded version of what I used to conduct offline when doctors comes in real. It is about the whole business concept, understanding the whole business concept, and whatever I've spoken today will be repeated there with much detail, much free. Today it's 1.5 hours. I was rushing. So kindly understand, boot camp is very different in the sense it will be elaborate. Webinar is like customized topics. We will be customizing the topics on various topics like marketing, selling, HR, accounts, and all that. So thank you, Dr. Jijo, for your this thing. And Dr. Samuel, thank you. Please. Yeah, Dr. Kritika, will I be able to see this session on YouTube after? We will be adding, not on YouTube, we will be giving the recorded version in our private Dental Siksha. I request all of you to join our Dental Siksha platform. Thank you, Dr. Satish, for your genuine efforts. Dr. Aishwarya, very powerful webinar. Whatever you said was worth in gold. Thank you. And excellent section, Dr. Kuriechen, Dr. Vishwadit. Is there any way to bring back a high value customer who has left? Yes, this is what called follow up. Yes, Dr. Biswajit, it is 100% you can bring back your customer by following up, by telephone, by letters, by emails. That is why you have to collect the data of the patient. Okay. So thank you, doctors. Dr. Nihar, 5,000 is a throwaway price. I want the dental field to come up. Okay, Dr. Abhishek is asking if a patient inquires a treatment cost on phone, what is the easiest way to avoid telling, yet keeping them interested? You said about showing a video. Is there a way to convince? Yes, Dr. Abhishek, in my clinic, okay, if Abhishek, doctor, I will be adding every one of you in the Dental Siksha. Okay, Dr. Abhishek has asked a question which says that how can I bring back a customer, or how can I bring a customer to the clinic who is asking over the phone? Okay. Out of 100 people, say for example, 100 dentists are there in, say, Sai Baba Colony, Coimbatore. Only one Abhishek who has attended a webinar will take little efforts. I can tell you, I can promise you that. Not on the patient side, but on the doctor side. All the doctors will either say, I won't tell the price. They will either say, you come. But Abhishek, what you have to do, make a nice branding video of your clinic, like how a jewelry shop owner does. Okay. What you have to do is, the first thing you have to do is take a promotional video of your clinic, what difference it makes between your clinic and other clinic, and send it to them by WhatsApp. You tell them, sir, I will be sending you a video, plus just see the facilities we have in our clinic and please try to visit us. And if he says, already I've seen it in YouTube and other things, then you can ask why you have, okay, why you have a inquiry on pricing. Okay, if you have already watched my video about my clinic, why don't you come in person? So definitely chances of him coming to you will be more if you take more effort. See, more, I was keep on putting selling posts, sales post till today night. I was getting people in this webinar. That is how you should be. You should never give up. Business is all about not giving up. It's all about fighting so hard. You should be like a warrior. Okay, Dr. Sridhar Reddy, please give the details of the 20K package. Also, please give the details of one-to-one marketing. I will give, sir. I will talk to you. Okay, Dr. Abhinav Gupta, how can you differentiate between charges of RCT by putting? Okay, see, 3 types of charges. I do like this. Okay, the easiest way is you can tell, if you do a single sitting RCT, the price is higher because we save you time, and because of COVID, many patients don't want to come back again to your clinic. So charge higher for a single sitting RCT. If you are giving me multiple visit, I spend less time on you on each appointment, so I can give you a consideration. Either by the appointment timing you can consider, or by the material way, by materials you can say. The easiest is we use resin bonding cements, or we give you in this 6,000 package, we give you X-ray, everything as a package. That you can make the difference. For the basic, we will give you only basic. It is like how you have offers from others like cars and things like that. When you take a luxurious model, you have automated buttons, you have stereo system and all that. Okay, Dr. Aishwarya, how to deal with the patient taking self-discount? Like if they pay at the end and pay 500 or 1,000 less than the quoted price, this is very troublesome. Okay. Dr. Aishwarya, I can understand what you are telling. This is because the payment person is not properly handling. Okay, whenever the patient is agreeing for a treatment, the day you have to take a consent form in writing. In my boot camp, if you buy my boot camp, Dr. Aishwarya, or if you have already participated, I don't know which Aishwarya is this. If you have already participated in my boot camp, we have given you 2 workbooks. I have given a treatment agreement form, which means the patient is agreeing to the terms and conditions you have spoken in writing. So once he is given in writing, he will not take discount. He is legally and he is ethically bound to pay. He will pay. If you are talking verbally, he will do all this nonsense. So don't Don't deal him with nonsense, deal him with proper firm hand. You have to have iron fist in the velvet glove concept. You have to be very firm in your life, but you have to have a velvet hand outside. That is how army people work. We look smart outside, but inside will be very hard. Okay. So, you have to be very strong. Okay, Dental Siksha, don't worry. We will send you a Google form. Take all your email ID and we will put you. Dr. Gubernath sir, thank you so much for your appreciation. Okay, Prince Doctor is asking if a moderately affordable patient asking for a premium service, how to handle it, sir. Okay, push him. Give him some discount and push him, because moderately affordable people always want the best thing in an affordable price. Try to explain him and definitely give him some financing options like EMIs, because EMI means not that you have to go through the bank, put a credit card. Credit cards are giving EMIs. So tell him to use a credit card and make it in EMIs and try to give him some financing options. Okay, I think questions are stopped. Any other questions? I will just see my WhatsApp. Okay, sir, membership fees and how should we price the membership card? See, membership card is working well for me. I have earned more than 1.5 lakhs or 2 lakhs in the membership without doing anything. Patients paid me 2,000 rupees and taking membership. I want to tell you, sales is all about creating a customer and keeping the customer. Pay attention. Creating a customer and keeping the customer. Creating the customer and keeping the customer. Membership card keeps membership card like free scaling and consultation, price concession and all treatment, lifetime membership. Okay, this is for lifetime. You don't have to pay me consulting fees. You don't have to give money for scaling. I am not having any variable cost for my consultation. I'm not now. I am using some gloves and everything, but that's okay. I can manage. You can see their details: name, date of birth, patient ID, email ID. Show membership card every visit. Okay. I have a family membership also. Patient pays 5,000 rupees for the whole family. Can I tell you, these patients will not waste your time. They will come follow up. Otherwise, you'll be calling every patient and wasting your valuable time. Give money and earn time. Membership card is a way to earn money. Earn time, because they will come to you every year. Imagine if I sell 1,000 membership cards, 1,000 people will be coming every year. And that will be great. So dear friends, I would like all of you to first finish the boot camp, buy the boot camp, study the boot camp again and again. And please understand, you have to have some personal coaching also. If you are a startup, I would like to tell you, my father was a businessman. He guided me very well. Not all have such guiding fathers. Some people don't have guides. Some people don't have people who help them. So I can help you, all of you, in seriously. Please do whatever I told you. Please do it. Just don't question that, because you don't reinvent the wheel. Okay. Membership card picture. Okay, we can share that. Okay. Okay, I think. Okay. Fine. So I hope. Third option, counseling for young dentists to open new dental clinic. Young dental doctors, definitely attend the boot camp. I told you today a lot of points. Please find out who is your customer, what type of customers you want to target. See, in marketing is all about 4 things. Okay, segmentation, concentration, specialization, and differentiation. I repeat: segmentation, concentration, specialization, and differentiation. Suppose I want to do Invisalign. Invisalign is a very specialized product. Okay, how it differs from other stuff like regular braces by having invisible stuff and very socially acceptable thing. And segmentation, my segment target is all elite people of the society, the top 1% people who have got 90% of the money. Okay, and I concentrate my marketing efforts only on that. I know a lot of dentists in Chennai who are focusing on only Invisalign. They are doing excellently well. Some people focusing only on Zygoma. They are doing excellently well. Some people focus only on smile designing. They are doing excellently well. See, take some product and develop it. Take some product, target the customer, do marketing, Facebook marketing. Instagram is very powerful for Invisalign and all that. Go to hashtag Invisalign Chennai. You will see who and all doing marketing. Do payment terms need to be signed by patient? Yes. You have to verbally ask, then he has to sign, take a sign of the witness also, because that will really help. So with this, let's close the session. I have taken 30 minutes of your time extra. Thank you so much, Doctor. I'm closing the webinar with a prayer. Loving, dear, gracious Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord. Thank you for bringing all of us together in this night time as we have studied together and shared our knowledge, Lord. You have opened the eyes of many on the mistakes they have done, Lord, the guilt we have by not doing the right things and doing the wrong things. Please remove the guilt. And in this 2021, let all the dentists who have attended this program should really excel in their profession, excel in their life. I wish and pray they should live longer, they should stay stronger, and they should fight the battles very well, and they should win the war in their life. Father, I bless each and every one of them in your name, Lord. Bless each and every one of them, their family, their children, and let this, we are so grateful that this COVID, after this COVID also, still we are alive and learning together. Almost more than 53 people have attended this course, and I'm so glad you have helped all of us to learn many things and teach many things. Help us to support each other. We pray for all the dentists and the dental fraternity of India and world throughout. Lord, let dentistry become greater, and let dentists become great people, Lord, in the society. Father, in your name, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you, my dear friends. With this prayer, I bless every one of you because I believe strongly in Jesus Christ. I pray everyone should do well in life. Everyone should be honest. Everyone should do a good job. Have a nice life. Enjoy your goals. I'm so thankful to all of you for coming, and I say Nandri Vanakkam to you now. Thank you and God bless you. 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 You are keep supporting our efforts. Please spread the good word to people. God bless you. Keep in touch with me. Thank you and God bless you.